From October 18th to December 2nd, Egyptians have voted nationally on 2 phases in the parliament elections. But the voting procedures were packed with violations. The Elections Committee says some of which will need serious investigations.
In both phases, 16,702 violations reported, from which 337 violations have been filed to the Prosecutor General's office for breaking campaigning guidelines and procedures. 34 cases were also filed against some candidates whose supporters were giving away money to citizens to vote in their favor.
While the prosecution will be busy with these shocking numbers of violations, the low turnout increases the disappointing side of the election. Just over a quarter of the eligible voters participated, that's nearly 28%. The results were more positive though. 36 Coptic Christians, 28 youth under the age of 35 and 17 women were elected for the independent seats. It's the highest numbers for these groups in the parliament's history.
There's a significant presence of the youth. There's a good representation of the Copts and women as well. There are also political parties that were not expected to take any seats, like the Free Egyptians. So it's good to see such parties getting an opportunity. The next parliament is going to be an experiment. It'll turn out to be a good experiment.
In the past period, Egyptians started evolving, breaking through all discrimination barriers. This is why we see a new trend of minority representation. It is a positive trend, but at the end, there's only one way to prove to Egypt that in fact this was the right choice. The next parliament will have to prove to Egypt and the world, will it be able to take Egypt to a better future or not?
Within the coming couple of weeks, President el-Sisi must appoint 28 members of parliament and call the legislative chamber to convene before the year ends. The parliament has become a unique mix of candidates unprecedented in Egypt. 54% of the chamber's members are independents, and most of the rest are from political parties that were only created after the January Revolution. And now their battle to form a majority coalition has begun. Adel EL Mahrouky, CCTV, Cairo.